to my channel. So I've recorded in ages. As you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a little chit chat with you guys. I'm going to be sharing some self-love tips because I feel like, especially during this time, it's really difficult to stay positive and to stay loving yourself, especially if you suffer with anxiety or depression, or even if you don't, you're just naturally someone who finds it difficult to love themselves, or low self-esteem, or like whatever the case may be. And obviously it's hard to love yourself all the time, every single day of the week. That's not gonna happen, that's just not realistic. But I'm gonna give you some tips that have helped me, and I hope they help you too. So without further ado, let's get into it. So tip number one is to stop comparing yourself to other people. Oftentimes, especially with social media, and I feel like especially in this generation, it's really hard to love ourselves when we're constantly comparing ourselves to others, looking to other people, and we're always comparing our bodies, or like what they're doing, like how much money we think they're making, stuff like that. We're always comparing to others, and that's one thing that you need to stop doing if you want, in order to love yourself, because you have to remember everyone's on their own journey. What they're doing may not be the same as what you're destined to do, so you can't compare yourself. And a lot of times on social media, a lot of things are fake, so you can't always just go by what you've seen. Like, you might see a picture of a really pretty girl, or you might see a picture of someone who's like got like a Lamborghini or something, I don't know, looking like they have a rich lifestyle, but realistically you don't know what's going behind the scenes. The person that has that really nice body type that you might like might have had surgery done. Not saying that's a problem, but you know, it might not all be real. Or a person with a Lamborghini, they could have rented it out. Like, you just don't know these days. So yeah, that's one thing I say to stop doing, is to stop comparing yourself, because you are not them and they are not you. So therefore you can't compare yourself, because you're on your own journey. You're very special. You were put in this earth for a reason, and you weren't put on this earth to compare yourself to others, because everyone's different, everyone's doing their own thing, and everyone's on their own journey. So please try not to compare yourself. When it comes to comparing yourself, if you find yourself comparing yourself on social media, unfollow anyone that makes you feel like rubbish, basically, because there's no point. Every time you go on there, you're seeing the same people, you're looking at people, and you just don't feel great. There's no point having them on there, even though people might not understand why you don't follow them or why you're not following them. If it doesn't make you feel good about yourself and it's not helping you, don't follow don't follow the person or people. Simple. Like, there's the amount of people I've followed, or I don't feel like they make me feel good about myself, so I don't have them on there. Obviously that also comes, but obviously now, like, I've improved a lot with self-love. I feel like I can just follow like anyone, and I'm not really going to be bothered, because I'm more stable within myself. So I don't really, but obviously if you're just starting with your self-love journey, I definitely think that's something you should do. Unfollow anyone that makes you feel like rubbish, basically, because that's what helped me. Maybe you just gotta do that, you know. Can't let these people hold you down, hold you down. But the amount of times I just come off social media because I just feel like I need a break. And even now, like, even though I am kind of back on social media, I'm not really on it. Like, I don't really post that much, or I'm just not on it. It's not really that interesting to me anymore. So yeah, I definitely think that's something that's helped me personally. Not everyone feels like they need to delete social media, but I feel like it's something that's definitely helped me. So yeah, that also goes with the tip number 2 for comparing yourself. Which moves on to my next tip, which is writing affirmations and gratitude. This is something that has helped me so much, because obviously I struggled with self-love, and I would always pick up things that I don't like about myself, or comparing myself to others. Why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? You know, that has to stop. Like, but when you start writing down affirmations, I am is an indefinite article. So when you say that, you're putting energy out into the universe, positive energy out into the universe. So when you say I am beautiful, I am special, I am powerful, when you write down these things, your words have power. Everything you say has power, whether it's negative, positive, it all has an effect. So when you say all these positive things, it becomes true. because you're putting that energy out and you will eventually start to believe that. And if you repeat those things to yourself every day, it's a form of manifestation. So that is what you're, it's a law of attraction. If you put out positive things to the universe, you will gain positive things. If you're putting out negative things into the universe, you will get that same energy back. So yeah, affirmations, and also being grateful, because a lot of the times we always want things. We're the species, like humans always are wanting things. We're never really satisfied with what we've had. Like, we can say, for example, say if on my channel I said I wanted to get to 1k subscribers, I get to 1k subscribers, I'm not happy, I want to get to more. Like, it's the same with money. You can say, oh, I want £100. When you have £100, you want more. Like, we're always wanting more. So yeah, in that sense, I feel like when you write gratitude, the things you already have, that prepares your blessings for, it prepares you for future blessings. Because if you're humble and you're already satisfied with what you have, rather than constantly wanting, you're going to gain. Sorry, my throat is dry. You're going to humbling yourself, and you're already so happy with what you have that anything else is extra. Do you get what I mean? So it could be simple things like, I'm grateful for living in a house, having a roof over my head. I'm grateful for another day. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. Like, whatever it is, if you write stuff out every day that you're grateful for, and affirmations, you will definitely see a difference in your self-love and self-improvement and your overall self-confidence. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, for me, this is based on like what I've actually done and what's actually helped me. For me, meditation has helped me so much. Try to meditate every single day. Some days I don't. I'm not gonna lie and say I meditate every single day, but there are periods of time where I have meditated every single day for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then sometimes I just like forget, or I just don't. But meditation has helped me so much. The tip when meditating, I would say, is like, don't try and meditate for like 30 minutes, because meditation is a practice. It's something that you have to practice. It's not something you can just dive straight into and expect it to be easy, because it is quite difficult, especially if you've never done it before, getting used to meditating. And a lot of the time, especially living in London, like, we live a busy life. Like, it's so hectic, we never really get the time to just chill and just like reflect and allow ourselves to be present in the moment. Obviously currently we have more time to do that, so due to this whole coronavirus, so this is the perfect opportunity to work on your self-love, because we're never going to get time like this again. So this is the perfect time. So yeah, meditation. Okay, let me just stay hydrated. Every YouTuber says this, stay hydrated, oh my god. But sorry guys. All right. Oh, that's a lot better. But yeah, as I was saying with meditation, start off for like 5 minutes, set that as a target, then gradually try and meditate for 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Another tip for meditating is, I personally, there's loads of different meditations out there on YouTube, and you don't even have to follow it. But if you're a beginner, I'd recommend following a guided meditation, because it's just more helpful. Meditation has just improved my self-love, self-confidence massively, because meditation also allows you to notice things about yourself that you didn't notice before. So you can be in the middle of a meditation, and the questions that you ask, or you have the answers within yourself. So if you ask a question, if there's something you're unsure about, and you put that out, you will get the answers to your questions. Like, if there's something you're worried about, if there's something it will all be revealed to you. So meditation has proven that you can get answers out of that as well. So yeah, that was tip number 3, I think. I don't know how many tips I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna say until I feel like that's enough. But tip number 4, I would say, is to do things that you like. It's so easy for us. For me especially, I felt like I was getting so indulged in I was getting so indulged in other people's lives, what they're doing, what they're up to, and it's just like, as selfish as it sounds, you should not care. Like, you don't care about what everyone else is doing, because that's when you start to, again, you going back to the first tip, that's when you start to compare yourself, and that's something that you don't want to do, because you're just going to start thinking, all these negative thoughts, and it's just, no, we don't want it. So when you focus more on yourself, what you like to do, what you love doing, your passions, your dreams, your goals, when you focus on that, you're not thinking about what everyone else is doing, because you're just focusing on yourself. So that's something I would say, like, what you like. If you have a hobby, keep doing that. If you like reading, keep doing that. If you like watching shows, even, it can be something so small, but if it's something that you love to do, just do it. There's no point looking to others or what they're doing, because as I said, we're all on our own path, so we really can't compare to like other people. And yeah, so just do what you love. You might not know what you love yet, but again, this is a time, especially during this time, this is a time to discover your passions. This is a time to discover what you like, what you're really interested in, because the internet is broad. Like, there's so many things to do, there's so many things out there to try. Like, just explore it. The world is your oyster, just do everything. But yeah, like, just do what you love, guys. Please do it. Number 4, I think I'm gonna try and do 10. I think I'm gonna try and do 10 tips, but don't count me on that. Okay, so tip number 6 is personal to me. I would say invest in some crystals if you haven't already. A lot of people have loads of different questions and queries about crystals, and like, oh my god, it's just a rock, like, why do you use them, like, they don't even do anything, and like all these things. So I just kind of want to clear that up, because there's a lot of misconceptions about crystals. And yeah, so obviously, as I said in my first video, I'm quite a spiritual person, so yeah, like, crystals have helped me a lot with self-love, self-confidence, especially during my meditations. I try to use them when I'm out and about. They help me. And basically how crystals work is, everything in this world is energy, so energy can't be destroyed, it can only be transferred. So crystals are basically different forms in the earth of energy, so each crystal holds a certain type of energy. For example, my favorite crystal at the moment is amethyst, which is good for anxiety, is good for physical pains as well. So when I have belly aches and when I have headaches, I will put the crystal on my head, or I'll put the crystal on my belly and I'll just leave it there, and my belly, no joke, like my stomach won't hurt anymore, or like my head stops hurting. And I don't really like using paracetamol, and I prefer to use like more natural things to like heal myself. So crystals have not only helped me mentally but physically as well. But yeah, for example, amethyst is good for anxiety, clear quartz is good for healing and just having like a clean slate. Rose quartz is good for attracting love, so that one will be especially really good for self-love, because that one holds energy of attracting love and promoting love. So whenever I feel low and I feel kind of like, oh, like, my self-love isn't exactly where I want it to be, I will like hold that and I'll meditate. And yeah, so that's really effective. But that's a tip that you don't have to do, but it's something that's worked for me, so I would recommend to try it. If it doesn't work for you, I'm sure it will, but if it doesn't, then you've tried it. So yeah, that was tip number 6. Yeah, tip number 6. Tip number 7, I would say, although I'm not religious, reading the Bible has helped a lot. Bible is a very good source of advice, and it's a very good source of real life lessons and things that are going on in our lives. That is a very good guide to life, basically. If you're not religious, I would still recommend to just like have a look at it, because it still does have good advice and good lessons in the Bible, like I said. So I've only recently started reading the Bible again. As I said, I'm not religious, so I haven't like read the Bible in like 2 years. So guys, I know all my religious people out there, don't judge me, but I have started reading it now, and that has helped. But that's something like recently that I've added onto my, I guess you could say, self-love journey. But yeah, I've added that on, and that's something that is, it's a good tip. It's something that's helpful. So yeah, that's tip number 7. Tip number 8, I would say, is my god, wow. Bro, okay. We're running out of ideas. We're running out of why don't I want to mention this? Tip number 8 is reading self-help books. This is something that I've just started doing, and by like if you're looking for, as well as the Bible, there's also a lot of self-help books that are very beneficial. I'm gonna show you a few now, a few recommendations if you need some help. So let me just grab them. This is one I'm currently reading at the moment. It's called Untethered Soul. I don't know if you can see, but this one's really good. It really talks to you about it really talks about your mind and how the way your mind works and how you should let go. A lot of things that you're holding on to you should let go of, because you're more than your emotions. Everything's temporary. Situations are temporary, whether they're positive or negative, they then don't last forever. So holding on to things in your past, it basically shows you and guides you like how to let go. So if there's a lot of stuff you're holding on to which is hindering to your self-love, then this book is really helpful for letting go, basically, of things that are hard to let go of. This is a book I'd highly recommend. Another book I was recommended by a YouTuber, I can't remember her name. I'm gonna try find her, but I don't remember her name at the moment. But it's called The Four Agreements. Book. I haven't read it yet, but it basically said a practical guide to personal freedom. So the 4 agreements are: be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. So those are the 4 agreements, which sounds really good. But yeah, I haven't read this one yet, but it's like on my list. I have 2 other books. Third Eye. Obviously, I'm doing a lot of chakra work. I'm working on my chakras and healing them. If you want like a more detailed video, I can do that. But again, this is more for psychic development. It's still, I don't know, it's still self-love, but it's a little bit more like spiritual. So, but this one is chakra healing. So healing is another form of self-love. So this is all basically all of your chakras. It teaches you how to heal them. Ultimate guide to discover the symptoms of physical, emotional and mental blocks. So I'm really excited about this one because I need to heal my chakras, sis. I really need to get them in check. They need to be aligned. And so I was tip number 8. You don't have to be those ones, but find self-improvement books that resonate with you and get them and read them. And I feel like reading is a form of self-love, because it's just you in the book. You're just indulging in the words and you're indulging in like the advice that it's giving you. So I feel like that's a form of self-love, but everyone's different. Some people don't like reading. But yeah, that's tip number 8. Tip number 9, I would say retail therapy. Like, retail therapy always helps me. Fair enough, if you don't have money, it's fine, because I'm gonna have a tutorial of like more clothes you guys can make coming soon. After Corona, I'm gonna have so many more videos about tutorials of clothes you guys can make and things that you can make. So, but yeah, retail therapy is, even though it's kind of a materialistic thing, but it is something that helps me, like buying new clothes. Like, who doesn't like clothes? Like, buying clothes is always something that makes me feel good about myself. And if it makes you feel good about yourself, then do it. Number 9, I would say taking more care of your skincare. I've been using a new face mask by Lush. I think it's called Mask of Magneti. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. But yeah, I've been using that, and obviously when you feel good on the outside, that also makes you feel good on the inside, because you feel good about yourself. So skincare is something that I highly recommend you invest in. Like, okay, I get it, like skin products can be expensive, but at the end of the day, your skin is always with you, so you should take care of it and invest in it, because your skin is important. So I would say that's tip number 9. And finally, tip number 10 is to be happy. And I know what everyone's gonna say, like, how can we be happy all the time? But honestly, just letting go. Like, I know it's kind of a repeat of what I've said that was in the book, but it's so true. Like, we only live once. There's no point holding on to grudges. There's no point holding on to things that have happened in your past, whether it be child trauma, or obviously it's very difficult, but if you take the time to actually work on yourself, figure out, you're the only one that knows yourself at the end of the day. You're the one that knows yourself inside out. So you're the only one that's gonna know how to help yourself. And just feel like just being happy, being positive, even though like it's hard to be like that every single day. No one's gonna be positive every single day, but just if you feel yourself sinking into a negative mood, do all these steps, or at least do, or try to do some of them, or try them out and see how they work for you. So yeah, I hope that helped. Just stay happy, stay positive, and you know, we only have one life, so make the most of it, guys. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful. This was just like a quick little chit chat. It's something different, but I thought it was something that I should share, because especially with everything going on, a lot of people are feeling more sad. They're not really feeling their best. They don't really feel happy, and just know that it's all gonna be over soon. This is not a bad thing. I feel like this is a really positive thing. Not the actual virus, but the fact that we're having time to actually tap into ourselves and tap into what's going on with ourselves, and basically getting right with yourself. You know, you've got to check yourself before someone else can check you, period. So checking yourself and treat yourself like you treat someone you met for the first time. Hopefully when you meet someone for the first time, you want to make a good impression, you want to be really nice to them. So treat yourself in the same way. Always be nice to yourself. Don't be hard on yourself, because you're doing the best you can. And don't let anyone else tell you different. Try not to let people get you down, because at the end of the day, they're not you. They don't understand. They might not understand how you are, but you understand yourself. So that's all that matters, basically. And I feel like that's the key to success. If you love yourself, no one can actually tell you anything. Like, I think there was a tweet and it was like, once you know you're pretty, then you're pretty. That's it. There's no matter what anyone says, you're beautiful, you're pretty. Like, and that's so true. And I feel like the same thing goes with self-love. So yeah, anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment and subscribe, and be prepared for more content. I'm gonna hopefully upload some more things soon. So yeah, bye.